Strike first with 2 runs on 2 hits in the top half of the first inning. And now the Harbor Cats will go to work against Walla right-hander Matt Amrhein. Hunter Vansaw leads off for the Harbor Cats, taking ball 1. Matt Amrhein, the right-hander, making his 3rd start of the summer for the Sweets. 1-0 pitch, 2-0. Lineup for the Harbor Cats this afternoon: Hunter Vansaw, the right fielder, leading off. Davis Wenzel at short. Kevin Collard, the DH, bats 3rd. Tucker Johnson at first base. Riley Zajac in left field bats 5th. Center fielder Ethan Lopez bats 6th. 7-8-9 is Noah Pruitt at third base. Shane McGuire catching, and Nick Maroney at second base. Hunter Vansaw has a 2-1 count. He had some kind of debut yesterday, swing and a miss, 2-2. Vansaw was 1 for 2 with a run scored, a walk, a hit by pitch, a stolen base, and a highlight row catch in center field last night. 2-2. Swung on, hit well, line drive left field, backing up and making the play is Zimmer. That ball had some carry on it. The left fielder Zimmer able to get back and make the play for the first out. Middleburg and Davis Wenzel. So good swings from Hunter Vansaw early. Davis Wenzel playing short for the 2nd straight day. To the backstop for ball 1. Matt Amrhein, 5 games, 2 starts, 11 innings, just 5 hits allowed, but 7 walks against 12 strikeouts. He's 0-1 with the save and a 1.63 ERA. Davis Wenzel fouls it off for 1-1. Wenzel had been playing some third and has shifted to short the last 2 days. Missing for 2-1. Wenzel batting .320 in 6 games, a home run, 6 RBIs, adding 2 doubles and a triple. 2-1. Running inside, 3 balls and a strike. After Davis Wenzel, it is Kevin Collard. 3-1 pitch. Fouled off the end of the bat and straight back. Count fills. The Sweets made Isaac Mullins work in the top of the first inning. Back-to-back full counts led off that inning before they proceeded with 2 runs on 2 hits. Here's the 3-2 to Wenzel. It's outside for ball 4. Haven't seen a lot of free base runners in the first 2 games of this series, and we've already seen a couple of them now. The Harbor Cats have a 1-out walk in the bottom of the first to bring in Kevin Collard. Collard, the left-handed bat, is DHing today. Called strike on Collard. He's an outfielder who can play some first base. A lot of first base options for the Harbor Cats at this point this year. And they've just added another one, which we will get into later in the show. Fly ball left field down the line. This could be getting foul. It does. Just past Zimmer, who gave chase into foul territory. 2 strikes on Kevin Collard. Hitting .293 with a home run and 9 RBIs. Adding 4 doubles and a triple. The 0-2, runner goes, swung on the line, foul pass first. Runner Wenzel was in motion on the 0-2 pitch to Collard. He wasted it foul. Wenzel on the summer is 2 for 2 stealing bases. Throw over. The Harbor Cats as a team have stolen 29 bases in 21 games. One, 2. Fouled back. Lots of offensive thump in this lineup, so a 2-0 early deficit will certainly not faze Brian McCrae's squad. Coming in with 99 runs scored in 21 games. That's just a shade under 5 runs per game. Runner goes, pitch out, throw down, good throw. The tag is there in time to nab Wenzel. Brian Shaw recognized that Wenzel was off, so the pitch out, and it was a good throw. The tag applied at second base. The runner is eliminated. 2 outs now. And the count is 1-2 to Collard. Inside hitting Kevin Collard. So the base runner is replaced after the caught stealing. A hit batter extends the inning for Tucker Johnson. Tucker Johnson had one of the 4 home runs last night. His first of this summer. Johnson playing first base for the first time today. Outside. He'd been playing second base earlier in this series. Coming off his junior year at Baylor, a college teammate of Davis Wenzel. Amrhein falls behind 2-0. Pitch, swung on, hit in the air to left. Sliding over from center to make the play is Johnston. That will do it for the Harbor Cats in the bottom of the first. They get a walk and a hit batter, but don't do anything with it. We'll go to the second here on Go Live Broadcast. Harbor Cats trailing the Sweets 2-0. Welcome back to Royal Athletic Park. 2-0 Walla Walla leads the Harbor Cats. Deciding game of this 3-game series. Matt Amrhein delivers ball 1 to Riley Zajac. Amrhein allowed a walk and a hit batter, but a caught stealing helped him through a scoreless first. There's a big swing and a miss on Zajac. Zajac down 0-2. Left fielder coming off his freshman year at UNC Wilmington. 0-2. Tapped back past the mound. Shortstop charging. Throws on the run. Nice play by Capra. Vinny Capra charging that slow ground ball past the mound. Delivered a strong throw for out number 1.
Now batting the center fielder from the University of Hawaii.
1 down. Ethan Lopez. Center fielder. Wears 25 and he's batting left. Called strike 1. Lopez comes in hitting .268. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Harbor Cats have received tremendous outfield play defensively seemingly all season long. And Ethan Lopez has perhaps been the brightest light out there defensively. Robbed a home run in what might stand up as the play of the year on Friday night. Holds up 2-2. Lopez, 8 RBIs on the year, but nothing there. He comes up empty. Strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Matt Amrhein.
From the University of San Diego, number 6, Walla.
2 quick outs, and it'll move to Noah Pruitt. Pruitt playing third base. His second game back after missing some time due to injury. Outside. Pruitt batting at .345 with a home run and 5 RBIs. That home run came in last night's game. In the second inning, a 2-run shot. He's ahead here 2-0, trying to extend the bottom of the second. The Harbor Cats find themselves behind 2-0. 2-0 pitch is grounded, couple long hops, back at second base, momentum going the other way and still getting bottom of the third underway in Victoria. The Harbor Cats trailing 4-0 in the rubber match against the Walla Sweets. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the third for the visitors. This is Shane McGuire leading off the inning for the Harbor Cats. 8-9-1. McGuire, Maroney, and then back up to Bansaw. Hit up the middle, popped up back at second base, shallow center field, making the play is Bloss for out number 1. McGuire pops out to bring in Nick Maroney. Maroney, the second baseman today. Fly ball to right field down the line. That has some juice on it. To the track, to the wall. That ball is gone. Nick Maroney goes the other way for his first home run of the summer. The Harbor Cats are on the board, trailing 4-1. Solo home run with 1 out for Nick Maroney, the freshman out of UC Santa Barbara. Cracks the scoreboard for the Harbor Cats. It's 4-1 now. Back to the top of the order for Hunter Bansaw. Bansaw takes strike 1. Bansaw 1 for 2. Was on base 3 times last night. Today he lined out to left field in his first at bat. Oh-1. In there for 0-2 on a breaking pitch from Matt Amrhein. Both pitchers today, Matt Amrhein and Isaac Mullins, similar velocities, not lighting up the gun by any means, around the 86-87 range upstairs. Couple of bodies heading towards the Sweets bullpen. So we'll monitor that. 1-2. Missing low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harbor Cats again in their alternate reds this afternoon. They break those out for Sundays. Popped up, foul ground, bullpen, left field. That'll get out of play. Just past the barrier fence. Hunter Van Saw battling with 2-2. That home run for Maroney down the right field line is the Harbor Cats' first hit of the day. And their 7th home run in their last 3 games. That all coming in this series with the Sweets. Deuces again. Fouled down the left field line and out of play. Tough 3 innings for Isaac Mullins. We'll see if his day is done or if he continues. But it definitely looks now like it's going to be a bit of an extended day for the bullpen, which is a situation the team has had some difficulties with so far this year. Inside, 3-2 on Van Saw. Hunter Van Saw was a regular for Mississippi State this spring. They went to Super Regionals. Van Saw hit .297 for the Bulldogs. 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Looked like a high changeup that Van Saw swung through. Strikeout number 2 for Amrhein. Is out number 2 in this 3rd. Two outs for Davis Wenzel. Inside, ball 1. Wenzel walked in the first and was caught stealing. One-0. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. As a freshman this spring at Baylor, Wenzel saw just about regular playing time, hitting .301 with 8 home runs. There is throwing in the bullpen for the Sweets now. Action in both pens. The pitch is high, 3-1. If Wenzel reaches, it would bring in Kevin Cullard. 3-1 pitch is a strike. Wenzel took a step to first base, and that draws a reaction from some of the crowd. (3-2), fouled away. A bit of a late arriving crowd this afternoon. It was looking a little bit thin around game time, but is filled in nicely this afternoon. First Sunday afternoon regular season game. Tapped down. Is that a fair ball or not? Tag applied. That's a fair ball, and Wenzel is out. On the bottom of the 4th inning, 3-4-5 will bat for the Harbor Cats in the bottom of the 4th, looking to dig in further to a 4-1 deficit. The Harbor Cats coming into play today at 10-11 with 6 games remaining in the first half. Swing and a miss. The North Division led by the 13-7 Bellingham Bells. So 4 games back in the loss column with 6 to play. Priorities have started to shift, as you alluded to. As we see the 1-1, priorities have started to shift a little bit to just making sure that the process is taken care of and the team starts playing better baseball heading into that second half. 2-1 pitch, swung on, hit well to right field, sinking liner. It stays up though for Suttleson, who makes the play in right for out number 1. And last night was a good step in the right direction. A couple of the games that you were on the call for were, as the team is hoping, maybe the low point of the year in that first series against Corvallis.
Yeah, well, they certainly hope so. Those games against Corvallis, 12-4 and 14-4 wins for the Knights, and the Harbor Cats, as you mentioned, John, hoping that
those performances are not replicated again. But just back to what I was saying earlier about the pitching, you need obviously to have the pitching to be a solid part of the club, and allowing 12 and 14 runs in a game is certainly not what they're looking for. But again, last night was a big step in the right direction. Adam McKillican put forth a good start, scattering 8 hits over 7 scoreless innings, and the offense did their job, hitting 4 home runs, and that was more than enough.
1-1 is the count on Tucker Johnson. Called strike 1 and 2, and one dynamic I was starting to pick up on a little bit the last day or two is the fact that most of the roster shuffling should be done by now, with a lot of 10-day players who started the year and were in and out, and some players who showed up and got in and showed up injured, left. A couple left due to school reasons. Now is the point in the summer where you pretty much know what you have, and that allows a clubhouse and a group to really line shot back at the mound. Nice play. The liner speared off the bat of Tucker Johnson for out number 2. And we'll quickly wrap up that point. This team now has the opportunity to become a cohesive group.
Yeah, for sure, and it's tough for Brian McRae to have all these guys coming in at different times, many of whom he's never seen live before or has seen very little of on video, and he's trying to evaluate guys.
Fly ball into left field. That has some distance on it, but will fall at the track, and that'll do it for the Harbor Cat. Walla leads the third of this 3-game series, looking to take 2 of 3 from the Harbor Cats again. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Ethan Lopez. Jonathan Hodson in the booth. Chris Jaycox in the truck, joined by our crew here at RAP on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Lopez. Lopez struck out in the second. It is still starter Matt Amrhein for the Sweets. He has been very good through 4 innings. Swung on, gets away, and the throw down to first is academic from Shaw for out number 1. That is strikeout number 3 for Amrhein, and the second time he's victimized Ethan Lopez. Noah Pruitt will bat with 1 out. They grounded out on a nice play by Bloss to end the second. Called strike 1 here on Lopez. The Harbor Cats just with 1 hit still through 4 and a third against Matt Amrhein. The only hit, a Nick Maroney home run in the third. Ball 1 low to Pruitt. One. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch. 65 on the gun. Gets Pruitt way out in front. One, 2. Missing. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Harbor Cats are going to have to figure out a way to get to Matt Amrhein. Swung on past the mound. Shortstop Capra scoops and throws. 2 out. Coming into the game, we had heard that Matt Amrhein would likely be limited to about 4 innings this afternoon. But here he is with 2 outs now in the 5th inning. That likely due to his effectiveness. He is getting through the Harbor Cats quickly so far, allowing him to go a little bit deeper. Shane McGuire will bat with 2 outs, takes a strike. The 0-1. Ball 1. McGuire popped out to Bloss at second base. back in inning number 3. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. The Sweets won the opener 6-4. Harbor Cats came back last night winning 6-1. And this one's sitting right now at 4-1 Sweets. Ball 3 to McGuire. There's been no scoring in this game since the bottom of the 3rd. The Sweets did all their damage against starter Isaac Mullins. Off the end of the bat, foul. Couple scoreless innings from the bullpen for the Harbor Cats so far. Matt Kent an inning and 2/3, and then Brad Thomas got the team out of the 5th inning. There's a 2-out walk issued to Shane McGuire to extend the bottom of inning number 5. That is walk number 2 dealt by Amrhein this afternoon. Now it's back to Nick Maroney, the second baseman, batting 9th today. He took Amrhein deep in the 3rd. He shows bunt this time, but takes back. There's been people up in the bullpen for the Sweets for a couple of innings, but Amrhein has things under control, looking to go through 5 and qualify for the win. 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Fouled back 2-1. One hit, a couple of walks, and a hit batter. That's all for the Harbor Cats so far offensively. Swing and a miss. Hung out at first base, and getting back safely is Shane McGuire. McGuire was leaning towards going, but didn't commit in time. Had himself hung out in between first and second, but dove back safely to just beat the throw of Ryan Shaw. Count is 2-2 on Nick Maroney. The Sweets trying to keep themselves in the first half race. And hung out again was McGuire, but Maroney was hit by the pitch. McGuire was way off first base early, and if Amrhein would have recognized that, he probably could have picked him off or induced a rundown, but the hit by pitch of Maroney gets him off the hook, and Frank Moots will come out and might take the ball here. So this would be a tough ending to a good day for Amrhein, and there is the call.